Ladies and gentlemen, here's your host, Shadow Shot.
Yes, thank you everybody. Alright, now let's get started. Now, before we proceed on through with our first episode of the season, why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button and give this video a like. Hi everyone, so as you know, I'm Shadow Shock and I will be your host for this video today. Alright, so, well, let's see here. Let's look at the script. Yada. Oh, yeah, that's right. We are going over, once again, Doors and their newest installment, The Great Outdoors. Yes, The Great Outdoors, you get to explore, well, basically outside of the hotel and right above the mines. And once again, before we dive in, I hope you find this video very helpful and guiding, and it will help you teach you a thing or two about getting through the game, alright? So, here we go. This channel is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink that helps you keep you hydrated, motivated, and focused all day long. Use my code FraserComics10 before you check out. Alright guys, so here we are, Doors' latest installment, The Great Outdoors. So yeah, this is basically the beginning. Nothing really much changes, as you know, this map, all these maps will change a lot. So as you know, as you come over here, there's always going to be a box covered in vines. So around this area, you find this little closet area, find the shears, break it open, and sometimes you'll get items, and sometimes you just get coins. Alright, one little detail to pay attention to at the beginning is this sign, do not step on the grass, but, you know, you're going to step on the grass sometimes, so which we just did. Another sign to look at is the distance sign. So right now we usually start around 2500. Then after the beginning, we officially start the adventure on forward through here. Alright, so the first NPC we're going to show you guys here is the groundskeeper. Keep in mind about that sign you saw at the beginning, because he'll be the NPC that will get you if you ever step one toe on the grass. And in here, I'll show you an example as to why you don't touch grass while the groundskeeper is around.
I'm watching you, boy.
And he means it. The minute he catches you on grass anywhere, he'll get you and kill you. Keep in mind of the yellow lightning, or greenish lightning, or whatever color you want to call it. That's going to be another entity, and so you might want to find coverage. And then this is when he comes. You gotta hide in the little, well, they would be wardrobes, but out here they're like the little shed doors, pantry doors, whatever you want to call it. You just gotta hide away from Surge. He is the yellow, smiling, lightning face electric thing. I guess whatever you want to call it. Alright, moving forward, now here's another entity that you want to watch out for, and that is the Mandrake. Yep, the Mandrake. So all you gotta do is grab a hold of him and put him back where he came from. The next entity is eye stalk. You start looking for these trees that got little eyes on it, kind of like Seek. You're getting close to the eye stalk chase, and so here we are. This is kind of the beginning of the eye stalk chase. You kind of come up to this gate area. That's kind of where it starts off. So I previously have recorded this one. This is with one of my different avatars. If you've seen the video that I did earlier, once The Great Outdoors came out, I did a little video on the full eye stalk chase. So here we are. Watch out for the spike traps that you see there on the ground there. You'll mostly see them on like the brick walkways or runways you can see. And then you just gotta think fast. Think of look at the pathway, and then you just gotta either duck under or run through. And the main goal is to not get catched by eye stalk. Always keep your lantern on throughout this whole entire chase run. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard to see. you're starting to notice a pattern, the groundskeeper doesn't like anything that comes alive in the great outdoors. So, but there is one entity that he will not help you with. Last entity you'll see before the end of the game would be the monument. That'll be those tall standing statues you see there. Now there is a part right here where you get to a worst case scenario. So you got three things attacking you: Mandrake, Spike Trap, and alongside you've got Surge on his way to come get you. So you got to quickly put the Mandrake away, and then you can also hide in the nearby cabins, and Surge won't get you. Alright, now we're going to show you the monument. That's correct. It's literally a thing that grows legs and walks away, but tries to get at you. So this is where you become very paranoid, because this is where you have to be constantly checking behind you just in case if something is actually chasing after you. And that's why you have to hear certain distinctive footsteps, like walking behind you. And as you will see here, the groundskeeper, well, that's the only entity that he won't stop, because it's not a plant-like thing, so he won't just like cut it off for you. Alright, last 250 meters, and this is the gate to go in there. This is a maze that you're about to enter, but first, a cutscene. That is Ramble. Ramble is the big boss of the outdoors. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't grab the groundkeeper's scythe. Sorry. Alright, so whenever his light is on, you can't really move or get into his light, otherwise he will attack you. Once it's off, move around, do what you gotta do. Now, there are three big vines like this. You gotta find them throughout the maze, cut them off, and then you gotta head for the exit. Alright, so skipping ahead, got all three vines cut off. Now, I do want to show you this. Stand still. He just goes right through you because you're not moving anywhere. He's acting like, I mean, if you played regular doors, a hotel, and figure, he's basically blind, and he goes by like a light, like a sonar sensor type thing. But anyway, I do highly recommend getting the compass. Find the compass, and it's going to help you greatly throughout this maze. It'll tell you exactly where you need to go, what your next objective is, and here you go. After you beat the outdoors, you go straight into the mines, and the game continues from there. Oh yeah! Alright, first episode. Woo-hoo! Alright, fanboy. So, what do you think? What kind of score should we give this latest installment on Doors? What do you think? Yeah, who needs you anyway? How's about 9 out of 10? Let's do 9 out of 10 for Doors' Great Outdoors. And like AJ said, all throughout Season 1, nothing's perfect. Nothing won't really get a 10 out of 10. It's really got to be all like spick and span, whatnot, no bugs, no fixer-uppers or anything like that to be a 10 out of 10. But honestly, if it were up to me, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Honestly, it's everything looks perfect to me. Every indie creation deserves, a perfect score, but there's got to be some flaw or imperfection on everything. It's not going to fly so smoothly, but it runs smoothly to the best that it can. So now with the Great Outdoors, I think it's a very great rendition of what L Splash has done so far. Bravo to you guys. And we can't wait to see what other projects you guys got going on in the future. Hopefully to see a Floor 3, perhaps. The castle that everyone's been waiting on forever. But again, I know indie creations, they take time. and and money and processing and production and all that stuff. So, and we all get that. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps up this video today. If you haven't seen any of the Door installment videos that we've done in season 1, all the links to those videos will be down below, so that way you can take a look. Now, with that being said, let's get up and celebrate, dance around, and we'll see you guys next time on our next episode of this new season.